Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true, you're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me. And the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. Oh. Well, hey, hi. I know it's been like 3 years since you've seen this face, and we will get to what I've been up to in that time in just a minute, but I wanted to say thank you. Thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. When I started this channel ages ago, I told myself that if I ever got to 10K, I would do some Golden Girls. That was my goal. And I'm so excited that I not only get to sing the song, but that it's happening right as I'm relaunching this channel. So it's a kind of lovely little bit of kismet. So where did I go in the 3 years that I disappeared? I'm gonna attempt to give you the bite-sized version of a very large meal here, so just hang in there with me. But basically, when you met me, I was an elementary music teacher, and I was posting ukulele videos to YouTube. And then 2020 happened, and I kind of wanted to change absolutely everything about my life, and so I did exactly that. I had this crazy idea that I would buy a school bus and travel the country in it after I turned it into a tiny home and recording studio by myself with no experience. In February of 2022, 1 week after getting my wisdom teeth taken out as a full-grown adult, I actually bought the bus, which was a huge step. And then I spent the rest of the school year taking everything in the bus out of it, doing the demolition, which was deeply therapeutic, and I highly recommend. And then 4 months after that, I left my teaching career and my apartment and my city and my aerial community and all of my belongings and every friend that I knew. I left all of that behind, which is mildly traumatic. I do not recommend doing all of those things at the same time. And I did all of that so that I could spend the next 22 months turning that bus into the tiny house that it is today with my own 2 hands. With zero experience, I did everything from carpentry to metalwork, cabinetry, plumbing, electrical, and solar. It was a lot. It really was just enough for me to get through the day and the projects at hand. But I was still determined to keep doing my Twitch streams a couple nights a week. So my Twitch community did get to see the bus kind of grow up around me, which was pretty cool. And then I actually did the dang thing. I went and traveled around the country in a school bus that I turned into the tiny home and recording studio that I dreamed of. I even named her Dolly because, of course, and I was featured on a couple tiny house shows and even had my CBS debut. And I recorded my first single right here in the studio in the bus, which was a huge milestone, not just for me, but for the entire project as a whole. And it's available on Spotify if you're interested in hearing it. It's a holiday song, kind of great timing for that. I'll put a link down in the description if you want to check it out. And so after traveling 4,000 miles all along the East Coast, exhibiting Dolly at tiny house shows and playing in concerts and bringing other musicians and Twitch artists into the bus for collaborations, I am sitting still for a minute, and I am finally ready to launch myself into the next big chapter. And what is the next big chapter? I'm gonna be digging into some more ukulele content for you guys while I am recording and releasing more music and preparing for a much longer tour of the Midwest and the West Coast, where I'm gonna be playing more concerts, doing more collabs, and tiny house shows. I am super excited to take you guys along for the ride with this next chapter, so I will be posting more ukulele content here regularly, and you'll also start seeing some more of my original music and collabs that I'm doing in the future. But if you are interested in seeing how I turned this school bus into the tiny house and recording studio that I am using today, definitely check out my separate channel called Seek Life Elsewhere, where I will show you every step of the process. And I started from ground zero, zero skills. So what you watch over there is not only going to be educational, but it's also probably going to be pretty entertaining because I had no idea what I was doing when I started. And if you want bonus content like the chord sheets for the songs that I'm doing here on YouTube, or exclusive covers and tutorials, there's diary entries for my travels and adventures on the road, plus behind the scenes of like all the original music that I'm doing and the collaborations, definitely head to my Patreon, which is linked down in the description, where you can become a bus buddy or a roadie or a diesel daddy. We gotta have those diesel daddies. You can vote on the songs that I'm doing here on YouTube. You can hang out with me during exclusive streams that I'm only doing over on the Patreon. And this is my favorite one. I'm going to send my patrons mail from the road, snail mail, like with a stamp. So just as an example, I've got a video out today of me playing through Auld Lang Syne in every single key, and my patrons will be getting a printable chord sheet to go along with that, as well as access to an exclusive video of me collaborating with Scott Shue on one of my unreleased original songs. So anyways, thank you again for everybody who stuck with me for the last 3 years while I just kept my head down and did what I needed to do. I appreciate all of you that came into the comments. Even when it was kind of quiet around here, you were checking in, making sure that I was okay, and I do appreciate and love you guys for that, so thank you so much. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the Auld Lang Syne video, which you can get over here. One of these. Go click it. Click it.